evening, everyone. Good evening from all over the globe. Thank you so much for joining us today on another episode of Youth Arise Chatline. And today we heard from the street and from the producer that you wanted the ladies back again, and we came bringing the fire, heat, and everything good. So I am not alone in the studios. I am here with amazing boss babes, people who are making a difference in so many areas of life. So they will introduce themselves. Could you introduce yourself?
Hi, good morning. My name is Ifeoluwa Adetui. I am the CEO of Trinity Consulting Agency. Okay. I am also a third-year nursing student, and I'm really happy to be part of this.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Oyindamola Elizabeth Shoeton. I'm the CEO of Queen Bee Catering and fourth year international relations student.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Lisa Akuna. I'm the general manager of Big Dreams Consultancy. I'm also a student and doing my master's business administration. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Sare Sharifi. I have to say that I'm from Iran and I am a teacher, actually math teacher in one of the international schools in Turkey, and nice to see all of you here.
All right, so you can see that the lineup is really amazing. We have students who are also entrepreneurs who are really making a difference. So today on the show, it's going to be a girls' chat. We're going to be focusing on things that actually affect women and how we can help them with those things. Okay, and my name is Chedi Uzoigwe, and I'm going to be your host today. All right, so the first thing we have on the list is about entrepreneurship. And the question here is, why should women go into entrepreneurship?
What I would say about that is, right from when I was in secondary school, I've always wanted to get my hands on things. I've always wanted to see how things work. So coming from where we come from, that is Nigeria, we don't usually have that opportunity. But it's about wanting to make a difference. I wanted to make a difference in the industry that was mostly dominated by men, and I felt I could do a better job, and that was the reason why I started my company. It might not be easy, but it's definitely not impossible.
Okay, Oyin, what do you think?
Personally, I feel the reason why women should be entrepreneurs is so that you can have a say for yourself. You know, like she said, this is like a mostly men-dominated world, and they tend to just look down on women. And right from growing up, I've always wanted to be independent. I don't want to depend on anybody for anything. So for me, it's a means for me to take care of myself, and also make my mark and be like, I own my own business. You can't just mess with me. Yeah. You know, so basically that's it for me, you know, to make a difference. And yeah.
Okay, Lisa?
I think women go into entrepreneurship to fulfill. I think when they do entrepreneurship, it's fulfilling. And people, women basically go into entrepreneurship to accommodate both work and family at the same time. And entrepreneurship is flexible. So if you're an entrepreneur, you become flexible, you are in control. Mm-hmm. And there's this survey has really found out that in the business world or in the white collar job, men are promoted more than women. And most people have this narrative that, oh, a woman can't handle a certain positions. So if you check on Forbes, most of the women there are personal, like they have their own businesses. That's why they are making it. That's why they are doing so well. But if they are under these white collar jobs, they don't get to that level of promotion. So it helps them advance. Yes, yeah. Entrepreneurship helps in advancement.
Okay, sorry, what do you think?
I think that we as women should first love each other and love ourselves. And it really helps us to just glow, and others will understand that we are there, you know. And for me, just loving myself is the best thing that I can do for myself and for other women.
Okay, so do you believe in starting up a business for yourself?
Of course, yes. But before that, I'm just trying to grab the experiences from other people's, what they are doing and get the, the exact way what should I do in my own, for example, in my own field actually. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so getting off from what Sari has said about learning from other people, what would you say to someone who wants to start a business? What do you think they should do first? You want to start a business as a woman? Because from research, it shows that more funds are given to men compared to women. But at the end of the day, women stay longer in businesses than men. And it's proven in research. So what do you have to say to women who want to start up businesses? And they don't have maybe someone to give them the initial capital or experience, like Sari has said. What do you think?
Okay, the first thing I would say, especially in a business where you don't have capital, is to make connections.
Okay.
Your connections usually open doors or pave ways for you in business. And then the next thing you have to do is to get referrals, especially when your job has to do with public interaction, when you're interacting with people. Amongst us women, we say women empowerment and trying to empower ourselves. So if you feel like there is no one to help you, then get close to another woman who is doing something similar to who has made it. And then maybe study under her for a while, get resources from her, get connections from her, and then before you venture out on your own. But the most important thing in starting any business without capital is connection.
That's anybody wants to add to that?
Personally, in my line of work, I'm a baker. Before I started initially, I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos because I'm self-taught. I didn't go to any catering school or anything. So for me, it was like I was interested in it and I was like, okay, I don't really have people close to me that bake or anything. But the only thing I could fall back to was YouTube.
So you didn't have physical mentors?
No.
Okay.
So, just be open and there's so many things online that can help, so many sources, free videos, you will pay thousands of naira or tele to learn, but you can watch online and practice.
Yeah. I would also say if it is sellable, then it is a business, and don't be too quick to rush into something. You should calm down till you figure it out. That's why we have business plans. You can write your business plan.
Okay, so still talking about businesses and being successful. I have a question here. It says, "Hi, I feel like I am the least successful in my friendship circle. My friends are amazing, but it hurts, and I always want to be happy for them, but it's really getting to me." So what do you have to say? So she has a friendship circle, but she feels like she's the least successful in that circle. So she's actually happy for her friends, but it's getting to her like, why are things not happening for me at this point in time? So what do you guys have to, you girls have to say about this?
I would say, first of all, she should know self-confidence. I think this person doesn't have self-confidence. And then how do you define successful when you say your friends are successful? Is it by the wigs or the phones and all of that? Is that how you describe successful? And then what is your happiness? How do you term your happiness? Being with them and you see their successes and you say, oh, you're not happy because of that. So you have to define these things. And then, okay, yes, if you define it, first of all, you have to work on your confidence. Work on your confidence. I think the rest will just be coming clear.
I want to say that stop comparing yourself with others. You or every single person is different from the other. For me, something works, for others won't. So stop comparing yourself and just do something that is good for you. Maybe that's not good for others, and something is good for others is not good for me.
Sure. Now, something else I would say is to believe in yourself, because I'm pretty sure the person you're envious of or you feel is doing better than you is probably looking at you and thinking the same thing.
Yeah, thinking you're killing this thing.
That's true. Yeah, you understand. So just try to believe in what you're doing. If you know that what you're doing is right and you're doing it to the best of your abilities, then I believe you will succeed eventually.
Also, another thing is You need to know what you can do, because a lot of people actually don't know what they're capable of doing. You might think, oh, my friend is selling wigs. I want to sell wigs too. That might not be where your forte is. Like, you might be best at maybe advertising something. You can become an influencer. You can become anything you want to become, but find your strengths first, and then trust me, what your friends are doing, you just be like, this is where my strength is, and I'm good here, I'm fine.
And be patient.
Yeah.
I feel like when people say be patient, ooh, it's hard, especially in the world where we live in, where everybody posts their success. So it's like, be patient, but I want it now. Like, can it just come now?
Doesn't mean you just sit down and relax and wait.
You're also working.
You're putting in work.
Also, every progress is progress. As little as it might be, it is progress. Now, what we don't understand is when we start a business, you don't expect 100 people to start patronizing you.
True.
Just one person is progress. One person will tell another person who will tell another. That's what they mean by patience. As long as you're dedicated and you're doing what you're doing, I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the long run.
Okay, you've heard from the ladies. So much nuggets. They're just dropping it. Connections. This has like about like what do you define as happiness? I feel like in this generation,
Online happiness.
we define the nonsense as happiness. No, seriously, like these days, people, I don't really know where they get this yardstick from. Okay, because I was telling Lisa the other day, I said, this whole 25 and a Range Rover. Like, how did we get here? 25 and a new condo.
Yeah.
So are you judging your life based on 20 hashtags on Instagram? Because they are unrealistic.
Yeah,
seriously, because we find happiness in like, so give me examples of things you find happiness in. Like, you feel maybe the world doesn't even care about this, but you feel happy when you do things like this.
My personal time. I find happiness in my personal time. Like when I just get to relax and think, because I love to think. Whenever I think, I get ideas and all. That's the only thing that gives me happiness.
For me, I like to do a lot of things. Like, I am happy when I am busy. That's for me. What I mean is when I'm busy is I knit. I find it like some sort of therapy for myself, because it's just me and myself. I'm just thinking to myself and creating something at the same time. So it doesn't necessarily have to be going out or doing something that requires so much energy. Just something that helps me to think.
Yeah.
That's what makes me happy.
Sorry.
For me, it is when I make others happy. Actually, I like to help others.
That's why you're a teacher.
Exactly. When I see someone is just learning something from me, or even I can do something very small for other people, it makes me really happy.
Okay, what makes you happy? The world, they don't celebrate it. They don't repost on Instagram, but genuinely in your heart, you know you feel good about it.
Honestly, I like doing things with my hands. I thought I was like the only person that loves knitting. I also love knitting a lot. You know, I just buy wools and then I'm just like, my mom is like, get out of that room. I'm like, I'm okay. Like when I'm, like she said, when I'm not busy, like I feel depressed. I'm like, I need to get busy. Like I don't want to just sit down and be idle. So getting busy.
So what I'm hearing from these ladies is that I'm hearing I'm comfortable with myself. So talk to the ladies who cannot sit in the room and just knit, who do not find, they don't know how to enjoy their own personal space. What do you have to say about that? Because I used to struggle with that. I did not understand why everybody stays in their house and minds their business. I wanted to visit everybody every time. But I began to realize, okay, you could sit in your house, but it's hard.
It's not such a bad thing at the same time. I have been such a loner to the point where it's hard for me to make friends. So it is not such a bad thing going out and socializing. Me sitting down at home and knitting is great for me, but at the same time, in a business setting, I am not communicating with other people. My business is not expanding because I am in my room. So it is not such a bad thing going out. It's not such a bad thing visiting your friends. When you visit a friend, you can meet another friend who'll be interested in what you do. So yes, I'm happy when I am in my room knitting, it makes me happy, but it shouldn't be all the time. And you who likes to go out and you like to visit friends, it's not a bad thing as well. You just need to know that not every time is the right time to visit a friend. Sometimes you need to sit down and think and, you know, put things in place and then move on with life.
Make a balance.
Yeah, you need to make a balance. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about friendships. They always say women can't be friends. They always gossip, they backbite, but I have amazing friends. So let's talk about this. How do you make friends? Good friends. Let's start. Friends are good friends. I mean, like you make them first, then you then decide if they're good. But anyhow, how do you make friends as ladies in 2021?
Can I start?
Yeah.
I think I've been starting since. Well, I think there's this notion, which is an archaic mindset, that women hate on each other, women backbite, women compete. But right now, the millennials, I call myself the millennial. Exactly. I am. So we believe in collaboration.
Period.
Yeah, we the millennials, we believe in collaboration. I think that is the best way for every lady to communicate, to be friends. You collaborate. Don't see the next lady as a competition. Don't feel you're trying to struggle for something, or like, okay, the business people, sorry to use them as an example. You are buying something in, you know, the known place where they buy something, and you ask them, oh, where'd you get this from? And they're like, somewhere very far. Somewhere where you get. So don't hoard knowledge, don't hoard skill, don't hoard. Like if I see that you're a hoarder, sorry, I stay far from you. Because the millennials, we are supposed to collaborate. We teach each other. Yes, we learn from each other.
So I hear you, but how do we step out and collaborate? For example, she says, you all, I said, I like to knit, I like to knit, I like to knit. So how do you make friends? We live in Turkey. For those who do not know, we are filming from Istanbul, Turkey in our studios, and we live in Turkey. So how do you make friends in Turkey?
For me, I like to study people a lot. Before I get close to you, I'll just watch you from afar, because I like to keep my circle small as much as I can. I have people that I know, but I have few friends. Now, when you say friends, you can have a lot of friends and they are of no use for you. Now, I make friends with people that I can share ideas with, I can vibe with you, I can learn from you, I can teach you. Now, you don't just have to have, I have a million friends. How many friends do you have? That person, oh yeah, that's my friend. You study people. That's what helps me. And because I've had bad experiences with having friends. So I went back into my shell. I'm like, okay, if I want to be friends with you, I will study you. I'll look at if your lifestyle can match mine. So just study.
I think another thing is you need to put yourself out there, because we both said we knit a lot in the house. We don't. You don't. You know, we are always in the house.
When I reached out to her to come on the show, I was like, this girl's gonna say no, but okay, let's just do it. And I was so sorry she said yes. So that's you putting yourself out there.
Putting myself out there, because usually I don't. I have been amongst you all for getting to 3 years, and I can say some people they saw me the first time. Maybe
I met you last week.
Exactly. I've been coming here for close to 2 years.
Wow.
So that was me putting myself out there, me making an effort to make a new friend. So aside from studying, you need to put yourself out there. You need people to see you to be able to communicate with you.
She's talking to herself.
Talking to myself.
Okay, sorry, what do you think?
I think that for friendship, actually, I am a very, as she said, I have a very small circle for myself, and I choose people to be my friend. I know myself. I know what I want from life. So I choose the people who are near to me, not everyone. And I have have to say when I am okay with myself, with my loneliness, I know what I am going to do. So I can share good feeling with other people and I can have someone with me.
Yeah.
Okay? Friendship for me is just not judging each other, not expecting anything from each other, and just be relief when we are together.
Yeah.
Feel relief, you know?
Yeah.
For me, that's, and if I see someone like that, enjoy. Yes, let's be friends together.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm not the one to knit in my room. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm like in people's faces.
Yeah.
But like over time, I realized that to lower my expectations. So I'm in your face, but I reduce what I expect from you. So I'm in her face in the office. I'm the friend that I'm looking for you. Like, where are you?
Yes.
But over time, I don't have expectations. So when I visit you every day, even if you don't visit me, I don't get hurt anymore. So I just say, you've not come to visit me, why? I say it to your face. So if you're someone that's also outgoing, there's no big deal. We need a balance in life. We all can't knit in the room. Some of you have to be like me. And be, like she said, put yourself out there. To be honest, like I've met amazing people because I will speak to you first. If the energy is too low, I will leave. So put yourself out there, especially because of connections. You're trying to make connections. And to be honest, with friendships, it might work, it might not work.
It might not work.
Who
yes.
cares?
Yeah, exactly.
If it works, nice. If it doesn't, on to the next.
You can be friend with yourself.
Yes, it's hard. It's hard. But if it doesn't work, you move to the next person and try. Okay, so talking about friendships. When ladies are gathered, we have to talk about men.
Let me stick to that.
We need to talk about men. But on this side, I don't think we don't believe men as scum, do we?
I think some apples spoil the whole bunch, but not all the bunches spoil.
Okay, so let's talk about relationships. So let's say you've put yourself out there, you know, with the girls. Now you have your girls, you have your squad. How do you put yourself out there for the right men? Because I feel like for men, you don't need to put yourself out there, you're already there. But for the right men, how do we put ourselves out there? Wow, you don't have right men.
So,
You don't have right men.
Yeah, I have.
She's married.
She's
so-
married.
so she, okay.
Well, her life is like a fairy tale. The husband looks like Ken, she looks like Barbie. So I think she can help. But the rest of you keep quiet. Take notes.
I have to say that for just finding the right person, I don't know whether is it right to say finding the right person or not, because each single person has different ideas, different personality. You cannot say that we are the same. No, not at all. But I think the best thing that works is just sharing your feelings, sharing your thoughts, talk together. We are human beings. We can talk together. We can say that what we expect from each other, what makes me happy, what makes you happy. And by this, right now, actually, through long time, I'm trying to search in psychology different issues which are for a person, for the relationship. And the main important thing there is that we as human beings should stop judging each other before talking, before speaking, before showing ourselves, showing our emotions, you know. And for me, it is working. Okay. Actually, I should say for us.
So how did you find your partner?
I should say that how did we meet? in a small trip, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the bus. I was alone.
Okay.
I used to go to the trip by myself a lot.
Take notes. You are going for a trip. I will go
Yeah,
alone.
really.
I am
no.
organizing
Yeah,
the trip.
exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
We have to go.
I just
But
never
in different buses because we have to be alone. So that when he comes, I'm like, I don't know.
No, that was a time that I was really thinking I really need to have relationship at that time.
Yeah.
And I was okay with myself to go everywhere
Yeah.
by myself. I asked someone, for example, my brother, my sister, they were not okay, or even my friend. If they were not okay, I won't limit myself. I will go.
Yeah.
and he was there. Actually, I can say it was love at the first sight.
No, let's you have to go on a trip.
Oh my god!
If you have to go for a trip, please make sure you
buy your ticket.
I was alone, but he was with other 20 people.
Oh, wow.
Some of them were on the bus before, and they were just right on the bus. We just go for 20 minutes, and then they come up. I'm just impressed with tall people.
Okay, I'm just okay.
When he just
So
came
it's
up,
okay to have preferences.
of course, it's okay. I was with my phone. He came up. He said hello, and you know his voice is just like. I was like this. And he saw me at the first sight, and everything starts. We start dancing, and you know he was start to talk to
Can
me.
I say something from what she just said now? I think it starts from inside.
Yeah, I
Like,
really need that.
When you think of it, when you want
Exactly.
it inside, then there's this law of attraction that
Exactly.
You know,
just
people,
attracts to you.
you're saying this now, but Africans feel like maybe when you're thinking of it too much, it's really you're just focused on man. So it's okay to think of this.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like how she pointed out she wanted a tall person.
Specifically,
It's okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Because short people.
Yeah, you know, I really knew what I wanted.
Yeah.
I knew that. I knew that I wanted a relationship. I
Yes.
knew that I want a tall person.
So you said no to short people.
Exactly. Yeah, something happened when they came to me.
Short people out there.
Basically,
Women
don't settle.
Don't
Don't settle
settle,
for
yeah.
anything.
Because I didn't want to waste my time or their time, you know?
You know they're brief, so they don't have a lot of time. Brief timing.
She's speaking for herself. Maybe she doesn't like short
Short
people.
people, please. And I hate when people now say because you don't like short people, he's just somebody you marry. God forbid. I will not marry. Okay, so how do you find the right person?
For me, I don't think I've had the best.
Oh.
Like I've not had the best time
Experiences with
picking
men. Okay.
the best of men. I have too much love to give, and I feel like I get blinded by that so many times, and I don't think with this again. I just go with
Just
it,
give.
and then I just end
It
up
doesn't end well.
yeah, and I'm like, wait, but I get my all. Why didn't it work? And then, you know, but I feel like with everything that has happened to me personally, I've grown to, like I said, study people a lot. Like, I'll give you a long thread. Even if I like you, I'll act like I don't like you. Because
How do you do that? I am just like Teletubbies. I can't hide.
Yes.
yeah, I was like you in the
I think
beginning.
your experiences are different from hers.
Yeah.
She has built a wall up from experience.
I'm trying to build that wall.
Why? She has had experiences.
I've had
but
good
she's
and I've had
trying-
bad.
But I think the good are better.
Yeah,
they
I've had
outweigh
really
the-
good experience. So when I see the bad people, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but you know people who have had bad experiences tend to build up walls to protect themselves, like she said. So
Actually, I have to say that I had bad experiences too, and I know that sometimes it's not working, you know. But the moment that you know what you want, the moment
Yes.
that you know that okay, I am this person, I want this, that, and I expect these things from you, it's done. It will happen. And don't, you know, I have to say that don't low yourself.
standard,
please.
yes.
Women, please.
Also, another thing is love yourself.
Yeah.
This
Honestly,
is very important.
I never loved myself. I would always find faults in everything
Little
about me. I can say, oh, maybe because my teeth is this way, that is why someone doesn't like me. Maybe that's why I can't find a good man. But my mom would tell me, oh, have you seen yourself?
Like, have you really
Have
seen
you really
yourself?
seen? Like, she'll tell you, you are beautiful. Don't let any man Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, if everybody is going to lie to you, I will not lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
So every day I'll be like, girl, you're queen, I beg. You deserve nothing but the best.
And that's
so
all, period.
I'm putting myself down, waiting for, I'm praying also, you know. In as much as we are the Gen Zs, the millennials, let's not leave out spirituality.
We gotta pray for that
man. Pray. In fact, if you want,
Of course, yes.
10 feet man, pray for him. He's gonna come. He's out there somewhere waiting for you to. So, you know, just pray as well and study people a lot, and trust me, I'm sure you're gonna get the right man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'm going to say is, I think one of the problems we have in Nigeria, we that were born in the church, is we pray and we pray and we pray and then we leave out the rest of it. So there should be a balance. If you're praying and you meet someone, give the person a chance. Actually give him a chance.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Okay, let me let you finish.
Because this is coming from the environment where I grew up. There are people in, they finish from school and then they stay at home. And then they say, well, my dad is giving me an allowance and I don't have to do anything. When I get home from work, I sit down at home. I'm not socializing. I'm not doing anything. I'm not talking to anybody. From church to work to home, church to work to home. You are not going to meet any man. You might meet a man in the church. Sometimes, even in the church, it doesn't end well.
My sister.
Well, somebody's son will not find you. The way you are triangling your life. I feel like it puts pressure on the church guys. Because all of you now pack yourself into the church. How many of them? How many?
And also, sometimes you need to build your life with someone. He might not be accomplished yet, doesn't mean he will not be. Because like we keep saying, we're the millennials, we want the 25 and Range Rover. We also want men that are 25 with Range Rovers. It is unrealistic.
Yeah.
So if you're waiting for a guy that will bring Range Rover to come and toast you, you might be waiting for a long time. Especially some of us that we did not grow up in rich homes.
Yeah.
We don't know what it's like to have Range Rover. Don't use greed to find the man.
Yeah.
So
Marriage doesn't solve all
let me
problems.
say something what you said. You talked about growing with a man. I feel like I'm not one of those people that subscribe to that growing. Not financially now.
Yeah.
I talk about character.
Okay.
I don't believe in teaching any grown man how to treat me.
talk
You know,
about
some
that.
people give that excuse. He's just a man. That's how men are. No, I personally believe if I am working on myself, on my husband, be working on yourself. I don't have time to now tell you how to treat me. Now explain every action.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
There are some things that every man should know. There are some things that they don't, that we expect them to know.
Yes.
Like me, I like a man that can cook. Because I don't like to cook.
Okay.
Now, if I am dating someone who doesn't know how to cook, it's not like a very important criteria, but it is part of the process of growing together. That's the whole dating process, to teach him how to cook. It's also a bonding process. We will get closer through that. You understand?
I feel like it also boils down to the kind of person mentality.
Yeah.
Because you are saying we'll bond in the kitchen. Some men are like, can you cook the food? Bring it out. So it's mindset. So don't settle. I think
Yeah,
still,
you shouldn't settle.
Yeah, it's still
But
going
if he's
on.
open to some things that you want, then it shows you're going in the right direction.
But you know, there are some things you don't teach men. See, men know what they are doing.
Do you get?
See, there is a conscious
You can't go-
decision to do some things. See, if you are dating somebody and you literally have to beg them
To
to
call.
do some things to you, for you, that is going to build the relationship, then, my dear, how do you want to teach that man, my dear?
No, let me show you an
No, it's not
experience.
about
Let me show you a
Is it
life
the same
experience.
guy that
about
I
your
trust it's not the same, but I think they are from the same family. I was telling her something happened recently. So
Yeah.
I had a crush on somebody, and it was going really well. No, let's bring it home.
have to
Like
sit
it was going really well,
Okay.
and the first day 2 days we were chatting, good conversation. I gave him his stars, good conversation, and I said Saturday, Sunday we're talking. Monday, Tuesday, you don't say hi. She was like, Chedi, be patient. I said, no, this is a full Turkish red flag. And I'm not going to, some people might say, oh, teach him. I will not teach you.
No, what I'm trying to say is, no, I'm not saying change a man, because basically that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm saying, for example, a man who comes from a traditional Nigerian home where he's not trained to cook, or he wants to make you happy as his woman or as his wife or soon to be, and he is open, it is something that will bring you closer together. And also you need to understand that your love language is not his, so the more you're doing for him, he should be able to reciprocate. And if he is, you need to notice it. From what I understand about men, their ego is very fragile, and it is something that can get them close off to you. So in order not to spoil a good thing because you feel it is not right, just try to understand and study. Like she said, understand and study the person. And if the person is open to some things that you want, in some ways you wish to be treated, then you shouldn't be just, oh, well, he can't do it, so I'm not going to be open to even giving it a try.
Yeah, but I feel that we should balance it out. Because most of us end up trying to try that try, and honey, they're gonna crush your heart. So, like, I feel like if there are some red flags from the beginning, I didn't even used to see red flags, but now I see any small Turkish flag.
You know, I used to be the kind of person where I couldn't keep a relationship after a certain period of time because I got tired. So the problem wasn't actually with me. It wasn't with him, rather, it was with me. So aside from that, you also have to recognize what your problem is in making the relationship not work. You understand? So the same way you're seeing red flags and you're saying, I no go agree. He's probably seeing the same thing as me, said, I no go agree. So you need to be open. There needs to be open communication. There needs to be, your mind needs to be open.
Yes, exactly.
And also egos need to be on a normal level.
Both of you should not feel the sense of entitlement.
Yes.
Don't feel entitled.
That
don't feel
expectation,
entitled.
you need to lower it, because
be
unless
open for
he's
change.
doing unless he's acting out of your own mind, you don't know what he's capable of doing.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we, as women, we tend to conclude.
We have a lot of expectations.
Yes, we do.
Well, expectations sometimes is good.
The expectation of the righteous.
Yeah, like shut up, big what shot? Like you need to expect. Obviously, if you're starting a business, you're expecting to get profit.
Yeah.
If you're going into a relationship, you're expecting, I want to get married. This should lead to marriage. So yeah, you should have expect. Don't go to they'll break your heart.
But I think we should be very careful of the expectation.
Yeah.
Because this man gonna disappoint you.
Because if you're saying he should have a jeep, he should have a big
we're
house.
talking about realistic expectations.
That's what I'm saying. If you're having those kind of expectations, you probably get heartbroken.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, wow, it's been amazing. It's like just learning from this person, taking from this person. It's really lovely. Okay, so we're gonna play a game. Just 6 questions. Right. So you're gonna sip the water if this is you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, never. That's the game, right? Never. Never have you ever asked a guy out. If you've done it, please sip.
Okay.
Hi.
Good job.
Wow.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what.
Wait, asking out is what? Is it telling him you love him first?
Like, do you
Like
want
asking him out maybe on a date.
Okay then.
drink your water?
Okay. Never ever. Am I having
Never
you?
have I ever.
It's too much.
Two more. Okay. Never ever have I been cheated on. Whoa! And that's the end of the show, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, the last one. Okay, not just a question. What will you do if you see your crush tomorrow?
See my crush.
Yes.
I would act normal.
Really?
I can't normally.
I cannot.
You know the thing with girls that you can tell if they like you, their voice will definitely change. If I'm talking like this, then all of a sudden, hi, how are you? Oh, lovely to
My
see you.
name is Flora.
So you
act normal actually.
You can.
really?
It's psychological,
Yeah.
actually.
Like you'll be sweating.
You probably be smiling non-stop.
And laughing at jokes that are not funny.
Funny, exactly.
What's your name? Shady. Yeah. Wow, thanks so much for coming on the show, ladies. This was really lovely. We were able to cut across all the topics that affect young ladies today. And we hope you learned a thing or two. We're not experts. Hello, have you seen us? Our lives are not perfect, but we hope we'll be able to share a thing or two with you. And do not forget to leave your comments on Instagram, YouTube, and on Facebook. And we'll be there to reply your comments also. Thank you so much. Please introduce yourselves, Boss Babe CEO Edition. You know, please introduce yourself one more time and shout out your businesses.
Alright, my name is Ifeldua Adetoyi and I am the CEO of Trinity Consulting Agency. I'm also a nursing student in my third year, and you can follow my Instagram for Trinity Consulting _agency.
Get the bag, baby.
Hi again. My name is Oindamola Elizabeth Shweton, CEO Queen Bee Catering and fourth year student International Relations. And you can follow me on Instagram _Queen Bee Catering.
Oh yeah. Hi everyone again. My name is Lisa Akuna, General Manager of Big Dreams Consultancy Agency. Yes, and also a master's student of Business Administration. You can also follow our business page on Instagram at Big Dreams Consultancy HQ. Yes, you can follow us on Instagram. Thank you.
Okay,
Hi, I am Sare Sharifi and I am a math teacher in an international school. Actually, my Instagram is my private page.
So please don't follow her. Come to church and follow her.
I would be happy if you would like to follow me, but introduce yourself and tell me who you are.
Yeah.
Come on, you're from here. Be very polite, please. Okay, and I'm Chedi Uzo Igwe. I'm not a CEO, just a makeup artist and also a science teacher in Istanbul, Turkey. And thank you so much for joining in. Do not forget to leave your comments and we'll get back to you. Thank you so much. So ladies, can we say bye?
Bye!